Well, hello and welcome to First 11's Chilling with our first ever episode. And joining me, I'm delighted to say, all the way from Brazil is Philipe Race. And you are part of the Williams Esports makeup. And you've got a long and illustrious career already. Just at the tender age of 20, you've achieved a huge amount in the virtual world. And just tell us a little bit about where you are at the moment, whereabouts you are in Brazil, and your journey so far into esports and the world of gaming.
Okay, hello guys. Pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me. So yeah, I'm living in Brazil, as you said. So I live near the southeast areas, but I've been gaming since I know myself, basically watching Formula One. So I've used it to play Formula One, and when I was 13, I started with Forza, which it's quite frankly what is my career is all about. So yeah, I'm happy. I've been playing Forza professionally, I think, since 2016. So it's basically 4 straight years competing.
So essentially, and what I find fascinating about the whole thing, I mean, I'm long in the tooth, 39 years of age, and as you can see, I'm a commentator, hence why I'm dressed up as a commentator with the headset and everything that goes with. I came up in the karting world and then into car racing. Now, what the virtual world delivers is the opportunity, a much bigger pull, if you like, it in terms of grassroots and an opportunity, and you took that opportunity at the age of 13, and now here you are wearing a Williams top and racing for Williams Esports. How did that progress?
So actually, as I said to you, I always played video games before. I mean, even if it was not racing, I was playing something, but most of the time, 99% of the time I was racing, because I love watching. But I think with Brazil, and I think generally with cars and everything, that the burns fuel, it's quite expensive. So if you look around, I mean, I live in a state which is called Minas. It's close to kind of a lot of tracks, but it's not that close. So I had to get the money to spend with the car, to all my career, all the gear, the practice, all that, which is not cheap. And also I had to travel to go to the track, so it was not something unfortunately possible for me. So with the virtual world, I saw an opportunity to do it cheap. I mean, I could race all day. The only thing I would need to pay basically is the game and the electricity, so it's cheaper. So you started playing, then you realize there's a world behind it. You can race in a lot of sims, you can race on a controller, you can race on a wheel, you can race cars, you can race GT3s, things that, on real life, it's for such a small group of people.
What's it like for you when you go sim racing or into the virtual world and you have real racing drivers, big names that you've grown up watching, and you can beat them? You can beat them into the weeds because the real racing drivers, bar a handful of them, they're just not as quick as all of you virtual racers.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, to be honest, to think about that. I mean, you just jump with big name guys and then you're beating them. Like, it's not by a little bit, unfortunately. It's like a big margin, and you get like, man, that's crazy. But of course, if it was into the opposite spectrum on the track, we would get smashed. So, but yeah, it's crazy because it shows how much practice it needs. It's kind of like a real world thing. You need to be practicing all the time, and you have also the physics that helps so much. Going into gym, working out, makes it so good for you. So I think just show that esports is not like just playing games as much of the people think. Sometimes you just say to them, "Oh, I play video games professionally." They say, "Oh yeah, I'm so good. Let's race together." It's not like how it works. It's you have all the background behind you. So I think that just show up and you get people beating real world drivers. We are on it much more time. So.
And just talking about how often you practice, obviously in the real, it's very restricted in terms of how often you can test. Now, you guys can be on the sim. I mean, I was commentating for the virtual Le Mans, and, you know, nice. You had drivers. just on the sim at 6 p.m. till midnight, 6 hours. You'd never be able to do that in a real world. And so the amount of time and effort and everything that goes into it's considerable.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, on Willams Esports, I know guys that been there, and if you see, there's a lot more time on it. I mean, you mentioned it's 6 hours. I mean, that's time of practice, but you gotta develop your car, set up your car, figure out your line. So I can easily say if you have the time for it, which is hard, of course, but you can put easily 10 hours a day just to figure out everything to a major competition. It's sometimes like where there are sometimes like when I travel, I go to a LAN, I used to be, and I couldn't sleep normally because, it's so much pressure. It's a lot of things you can do, you need to do. And sometimes you kind of think like, sleeping is important to have a good performance, but sometimes you just can't, you lay on your bed, you look into the PC, to the Xbox and thinking, damn, I could be practicing. So that's crazy. I mean, sometimes if you don't do, someone will do that. So it's hard, man. It's not an easy thing.
Yeah, I can imagine because, like I said, in the real, you have it's bookended by daylight. So you have the start of the day and the end of the day, and then there's no more opportunity.
Yeah,
but
it's
obviously
done.
In a virtual world, you have 24 hours. And
I mean, as long as you can do it, you can keep going.
Yeah, talking about 24 hours, I can see the Le Mans trophy in behind you there. So obviously that's part of your success. You were third in that Le Mans Super Final in was it 2019 or 20?
To be honest, I can't quite remember.
Yeah. You'll have to look.
And I can
embarrassment of riches there. Can't remember the success. Yeah.
It's like 2019.
I used to live in Le Mans. I mean, it's a fascinating place. It's a great race. Talk us through that experience. How much did you enjoy that? Because obviously you're competing on the Forza platform, and then you go and be part of that Le Mans weekend. It's special.
Yeah, that was one of the craziest things of my life. I mean, I can't even imagine how people can do like 24 hours on a real car. I've been stressing with the G-force and all that thing. Mate, that's crazy. I think I did like about 8 hours or something like that. Not exactly, like it should be 6.5 hours. And it was crazy because there's so much that goes into it. As I said, it's a car setup, and it's way different when you get there. I was practicing at home. And what happened is I had the wrong pedals. They sent me a different pedal to the one that I was using online, and man, I suffered so much because when you practice something at home and then you go it's different, I mean that can throw you off.
Yeah, massively. Well, you didn't do too badly because you came away with the pot. It's behind you, so obviously it didn't hinder you too much. Imagine if you'd had the right pedals from the beginning, hey?
Yeah, a shot for first, I would say that's definitely possible because by the end of the last stint on the Super Finals, we were second and my teammate crashed it, so I had to hold a bit the people. But I couldn't because I wasn't confident in my racecraft with those pedals. I know I couldn't risk crashing in. I mean, if you are third in a Super Final, then you crash into a wall, you go to last. It's
you sound like a racing driver from the real there. You're the perfect product.
I try to.
This virtual opportunity, or this opportunity in the virtual world, I should say, it's given you a chance to travel the world, to be associated with Formula One teams. It was something that started as a bit of fun, but it's now a career. I mean, if you look at the opportunity and just the shirt that you're wearing there, that must be a nice feeling, but also a feeling that comes with now a bit of expectation and a bit of pressure. It's not just fun anymore. It's a job almost. It is a job.
Yeah, it is a job, and I mean, it's crazy because when you talk to people and there's like, you play video games, such be cool. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I travel, I do all the things, but whether you want it or not, when you go to a final, when you go to a LAN, you either go straight to finals because you're wearing a Williams jacket, so you need to make it up for it. So
it's pressure, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you arrive at the event, they'll say, mate, I can be eliminated on the first day.
Yeah.
What will my team think?
Yeah.
I'm hired for this. I need to do it well. I need to be one of the best on the world, for them and for me. So it's a huge pressure. And when you look around and see people with the community teams that are really fast people, and you're wearing a F1 team shirt, mate, you gotta make up for it. So it's a huge pressure.
Yeah, everyone wants that shirt.
Everyone wants
have it off your back.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you let it, they will have it. So you need to keep your game really high all the time. You can light it.
So who's your favorite driver in Formula One at the moment?
So I have a lot of favorite drivers. The one I actually cheer for since I was a kid. It's Lewis Hamilton. Gotta be, because the guy is just a machine. It's impossible, to don't see what he's doing. He's breaking out the F1 records. He gotta do it. So it's crazy. But I like all the other drivers. The young guns like Alex Albon, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, George Russell, by the way. So it's people that like these guys I've mentioned now. They are basically on my age or a little bit more, and
they're changing the face of Formula One, because so often with athletes, whatever the sport, they stand in front of the camera and it's like, so it's really good, and it's just like boring. But now you see the other side of these guys and girls, whatever the sport, when they're streaming stuff or online, and that's cool. You see their personalities and you get to know them. You feel like you do.
Yeah, I mean, you can see like it's normal people, they have a job, they do it, they are superstar, but they still people at the end of the day, and that's cool seeing, You see they can have fun playing with their friends. You can see Charles Leclerc wearing a banana outfit. I mean, things you can even imagine, when... And
his girlfriend, he locked his girlfriend out. Did you see that? And she had to subscribe to his Twitch to get let back in.
I saw that. It was so fun. I mean, I remember he reading the chat like, "Please open the door. I'm outside." Oh, It was so good, so good.
Yeah, he had a choice to make there. He made the right one.
Yeah. It wouldn't be good for him if he did another choice,
So talking about talent, I'm reliably informed, Philipe, that you're going to show us just how talented you are. You're going to play a game or show us a lap of a circuit. Do you know what circuit you're gonna or what you're gonna do yet? In terms of our challenge, our first 11 challenge.
I'm kind of thinking about it, to be honest.
I'm gonna try and beat you. But
you're gonna try? Nice, man.
Try being the optimum word. I'm slow enough. You need a calendar to time me. So.
No, man. I don't believe that. I mean, I think you're saving some secrets, but let's say. But yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about the tracks. I like Silverstone a lot. I like Road Atlanta, Road America. I like Mount Panorama, Batters. So I'm gonna say
some good tracks there. Some really good tracks. I like the American track. I mean, I love Silverstone. I'm British, but the American tracks are cool. Everybody, I think you'll join me in saying thank you very much to Philipe Reis, just 20 years of age and showing the world what can be done from his home in Brazil, and that just shows what the virtual world's all about. It's about opportunity and showcasing talent, and this Williams Esports driver is doing just that. He's going to show us just how talented he is in a minute. I'm going to show you just how untalented I am. And we'll get that lap uploaded onto the first11fun.com website. So First 11, all about fun as well, linking you in to these superstars of the virtual world or the real world, and me, and seeing what can be done in terms of a fun and innovative challenge. So Philipe, I wish you the very best of luck. Thank you so much for talking to me today, and no doubt we'll talk to you very soon.
Thank you guys for the opportunity once again. I want to thank also Williams for the opportunity of being here. So yeah, I know we can do some cool things in the future, and I look forward to seeing you guys trying the hot lap.